Hey guys, what's up? What's up? It's me, Shon-Jhon, aka the Middleman CEO. Welcome to the channel. For everyone who's new, please consider hitting subscribe, hitting thumbs up, smashing the notification bell. That way, anytime I drop some new fire content, you'll be the first to know. And for everyone who's back, I hope that you already have subscribed. I hope that you've already smashed the thumbs up and the notification. And please, if you don't mind, help me to spread the good news of this channel, where I am trying to flip people's mindsets. We are in a time, a day and age now where the banks are working against you, your job is working against you, the government is working against you, and your education is working against you, your habits are working against you, your paycheck is working against you, your savings is working against you, and everybody's benefiting from the hard work that you're doing. You're going out, you're focusing on things that you shouldn't be focused on. These things are bad habits, and they're going to get you in trouble. So Usher did a song that says, I love love, but I'm bad at it. And he's talking about having bad habits. And we all want to be rich, we want to be wealthy, but we're bad at it because we got all these bad habits. And so what we need to do is to unlearn some things. That's the hardest part of this whole entire rebranding, refocusing, shifting your money mindset, is to admit you've got to unlearn some things. The hardest students that I have issues with, and I don't have a lot of issues with anybody that's in the masterclass really, but the unlearning part, it's not even the hard work. People are willing to do work. They're just, it's harder to get them mentally to tap out of what they've been taught. The subconscious is where the hard work is done. Like if you all right, so my wife is in this house. You guys can't see it, it's right next to this house, but we're in our neighborhood. The same builder that's going to build our dream house here in the neighborhood in Dallas is the builder for that house and the builder for this house, and they're inside of this house, which is a model, and they're in there now, which is why I'm doing this video, and they're walking around getting some ideas about what we should put in our house. Now, this is coming from a guy who was homeless just a few years ago. This is coming from a guy who started this business only in 2020, in a recession, in a depression, whenever people were sent home, businesses were closed during the pandemic, right? And I started a business because everybody was saying, hey, you need to save, you need to, sit on everything you got, don't spend any money, we don't know what the economy's going to do. And I was like, nah, no chance of that. I'm already struggling financially. I'm going to take a shot. When everybody else is sitting on their hands and not willing to do anything, I'm going to take a chance. And so I started my middleman business, and in that year I made $77,000. So not bad. Didn't make me rich, didn't make me wealthy, but it taught me a valuable lesson. A couple things. Number one, move when everybody else is sitting. That's the best time to move. So when everybody's terrified and scared, you should be moving, right? Number two, always seek out opportunity. And then number three, whenever you seek out opportunity and opportunity presents itself, go quickly. Don't go recklessly, but go quickly. Please go quickly. I'm about to read a book called The Lean Startup. I think it's going to talk about that. I'm excited to read. But how many books have you read about changing your mindset? Your subconscious is pre-programming that's holding you back, right? If you get out of your subconscious and reprogram it, like I was able to do, and it took some time, and it took some stress and some effort, and it's going to take that, but that's okay. It's worth it in the end, because I understood this. I understand a few things. I understand that, hey, I'm not going to be in this world forever, so I better do something right now. Number two, that my job is not going to take care of me, and there's no such thing as retirement. If you're under 45 or under 50, there won't be any retirement for you. Not from these companies, not from 401k. It won't be there. I learned that, hey, jobs are not secure. They will let you go. And so you better take care of yourself. You better hedge against whatever downfall could be coming in your future. And so I want to share with you guys that you have to stop thinking like the poor, stop thinking like the middle class, and start thinking like the rich. And that's going to come with some reprogramming. By the way, speaking of reprogramming, if you want to get into the live Zoom training, I'm going to be teaching you how to start your own middleman business the same way I do, right? I went from 77,000 my first year, not really knowing what I was doing, to $350,000 this year. We're on pace to do 350K. Not bad. Not $1 million, but still not bad. I have students that's doing $3, $4, almost $5,000 a month just coming out of training. So if you want to learn how to do that, and you're like, you know what, this guy has a point. This random guy on YouTube, as handsome as he is, he's got a point. That these jobs are not safe. That I shouldn't be focused on saving money. I should be focused on opportunity. And then when I get an opportunity, I should move quickly to take advantage of it. Right? And you might be feeling that way. You might be looking at this video going, you know what? You got a point. I keep doing the same thing over and over. I had a conversation with my friend the other night, and we were talking. We were saying, hey, man, I was financially struggling in Louisiana for years and years. And you know what I did every year? The same thing. And he said, man, I went through the same thing when I was living in Pittsburgh. We all live here in Dallas now. And he was like, man, I went through the same thing. And I kept getting up doing the same thing every year. And I'll prove it to you. If your life consists of this, if this is what your finances look like, you're repeating the same cycle that I was repeating that had me broke for a lifetime, felt like it, right? Years and years I was broke. If this is your cycle, then you're in the cycle of broke. And you're in trouble. So, first thing in the cycle of broke, I call it, you get a paycheck. So the first thing they taught you to do is to trade time for money on this thing called a job in exchange for a paycheck. You think you're the only one who gets paid when you go to work? Not true. You pay your job to go to work, and you pay them more than they pay you. How do I know that? Because they pay you with money, you pay them with time. Time is more valuable than any amount of money. Any rich person that's died recently, Steve Jobs, right, years ago, Steve Jobs would have given every $1 billion amount that he had in his bank account just to have one more day with his family. Just one more day. He would have done it for one more hour. Anybody would, right? If I write you a check for $1 million and you cash it today, and the catch is you can't wake up tomorrow, you won't cash that check. No one would. Doesn't matter how much money you owe. It could be 100 billion. You still won't cash it because time is more important than money. Well, if you know that now, and I taught you that so you know it, then why are you selling it for a small salary or per hour, just giving it away? This is not just time, it's your life. You're selling your entire life to the highest bidder, right? Don't quit your job, but just learn how to get away from that, right? And so you're practicing those things, and time is leaving you. Life is leaving you. It's going by. So I learned that, hey, I want my time back. I want all kinds of freedom. I want financial freedom. I want my money to be right, and I want it to look good. I want it to keep coming, right? I want lifestyle freedom. I want to go where I want to go, when I want to go, and do what I want to do. I want to eat what I want to eat, drive what I want to drive, live where I want to live, right? Who would have thought that, you know, a few years after being homeless, I'd be looking at models like this, getting ideas for my home? I sure didn't. Neither would you, right? But here's the cycle you're in. You get your paycheck. Then the first thing that happens to your paycheck is taxes come out. Then the second thing that happens to your paycheck is it goes to all your bills and expenses. And then the fourth thing that happens to your paycheck, if you're fortunate enough to have this, you save what's left. See your focus? Paycheck, taxes, expenses, savings. Paycheck, taxes, expenses, savings. That's your cycle of your money. That's why you're always broke, because you do all the work to get that paycheck, and then everybody else gets paid out of your paycheck, and you're the last one to get paid. You're the last one to try to save any money. And then your focus becomes save whatever I can get, right? And then now you're focused on saving, you miss opportunity, you don't jump out there and try something new, and you get left behind. And then I show up and I shake up all of YouTube and piss a lot of people off, and I say, hey, I was wrong, don't save money, right? Don't focus on saving money. Don't do it. Why? Because number one, they're printing money, so your money's just losing value. Number two, a bank is where money goes to die. So when you put your money in the bank, it dies. The bank takes it, they revive it, resurrect it like Frankenstein, and then send it out into the world to make the bank rich, you poor. Number three, the banks don't pay you any interest, so there's no incentive to park your money in the bank. Not at all. Does not benefit you at all. Benefits the banks, hurts you. And then off you go, focusing on saving every dollar you get. And you miss opportunity, you don't change your life, and this is the cycle of poor. And then eventually you pass this poverty cycle down to those behind you. And if you just change some things, your life will change. Whereas, hey, if you get extra money, let's not pile it into a bank account. Let's go ahead and take a shot on opportunity. Hey, I got an extra $1,000. Gotcha. Here's what you do. Don't go and park it in the bank. Try to sit there and say, how can I use this $1,000 to make another $1,000? Now you change your whole mindset. Now you're like, hey, what can I do with this 1,000 to flip it into another 1,000? Right? And you can start a business from home. You can buy Bitcoin. I don't care what you do. You can start a middleman business and work with me, partner with me, and let me help you build a business. And you can do whatever you have to do. But use the money to make money. So most people that are poor and broke, they're going to be thinking, hey, with this $1,000, what can I save or what can I buy? What can I spend it on? You know, and then the rich and the wealthy is going to go, hey, I appreciate this $1,000. What can I do with it to double it? How do I double it? How do I make it into another $1,000? That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, I get the $1,000. I'm like, hey, how can I promote my business in another area to make $10,000 out of this? See, that's a different mindset. That's why I always tell you, don't focus on saving, right? Now, if you have a small savings account, that's fine, but don't throw tens of thousands of dollars into a savings account. You're not going to have an emergency that requires that money today. Number one, you can finance it. You can borrow money to pay for an emergency. You can get a credit card. Well, the main thing is you don't want an emergency, all right? Number two, if you focus on saving money in your savings account, you're going to be thinking emergency or rainy day. My question to you is, why would you want to manifest a rainy day or an emergency, right? I've had thousands of dollars in the banks for, years since like 2020, a few years. And I still haven't had an emergency that even required $2,500. I can't even think of an emergency that required $1,000. And I've had money in the bank and I've had money since 2020. It's the first time I ever really had money. But I've had money in the bank now almost 4 years and still cannot think of one emergency that required over $1,000. That's what I'm saying. I know what you're going to say, but what if I lose my job? That's why you don't want to wait until that what if I lose my job day. That's why you want to take your money right now while you still have a job and create cash flow. The rich don't save money. You guys are missing it. The rich don't save money. They invest. It's the poor and the middle class who are always talking about saving. When was the last time you had a conversation with a rich person or even heard of a rich person saying, I like to save money? They don't. They know money in the bank is worthless. It's a graveyard. You bury your family and friends in the graveyard. You take them to the cemetery to get buried when they're what? Dead. You take money to the bank to get buried when it's what? Dead. It's only good to look at on your app as a number. It's not even in the account. It's gone. Johnny, who's got a 750 credit score, has your money. You don't even have it. The bank don't even have it. So why in the world would you pile money in a bank just to look at it? I had a guy comment. He was like, hey, I got 500 in the bank. What? Why would you? That's $495,000 more than you need in the bank. You could have, instead of saving money in the bank, dead money that's making the bank rich, the bank's going, hey, thank you, sir. You could have taken $495,000, put it into an investment, flipped the property, started a business, invested into Bitcoin. You could have been sitting on $5 million. But since your focus is saving, there you are. Broke. Yeah, you're broke. Sean, how could the guy be broke? He's got 500,000. Same way I'm broke if I'm sitting on 500,000, which unfortunately we are. And my wife can tell you. I come in the house and I'm like, hey, go spend money. Go get your hair done. Go do something, please. Because I know and she knows, she's learning now, the money is dead unless you use it. Money's only useful when you use it, guys. I didn't mean to preach. I just want you guys to know I'm trying to change your mindset. Sometimes you got to just come direct and give it to you, right? So we're going to build our dream house, 4 years after we turned our life around. Not even 4 years. And I just want you guys to know that you need to be looking for opportunity. The rich don't save money. The rich don't sit on cash. They're always looking to flip it. These people are living off of debt because I'm not going to get into all that. But the rich, they Look, you guys remember Donald Trump was in trouble for not paying taxes. Did he go to prison? Right. So we're asking the wrong questions. We're asking, why did he not pay taxes and I pay taxes? That's the wrong question. The question should be, how did you do that? How are you able to make all that money and not pay taxes? Because debt is tax free. You borrow money, it's free. There's no taxes. It's not earned income. Only when we go to work and slave over that job and work hard, that's earned income. Earned income is taxed up front. Debt is tax free. You borrow money from the bank, there's no taxes. There's interest, yes. There's no taxes. That's what they don't teach us. That's what I'm trying to teach you on this channel. I hope this blesses you. I hope this video touches somebody in an amazing way. I just feel in my spirit it's going to bless somebody. Whoever it's for is for you. I want you to have it. And I'll leave you with this. Change the way you think about money. Change the way you think about finances. Change the way you use money. Understand that piling money in the bank makes you poor and the bank's rich. It benefits you not at all. Think of the last time you had something that required a $5,000, $10,000 emergency. You don't. God forbid you ever will. And even if you do, they usually don't require the money the same day. Right? So my advice to you is, while you have your job, you're making a little money, understand that, hey, I know my job is not safe. I know they can let me go any day. I know something can happen any day. So here's what I'm going to do. Every extra penny I get, I'm going to try to find a way to turn it into more money. I'm going to develop the habit of not saving, but investing in myself, starting a business. Might even let Shon-Jhon teach you how to start a business. And I'm going to listen to what the middleman CEO said. And I'm going to stop focus on savings. I'm going to start focusing on how to build a business. Now, if you want to do what I do, you're welcome to come to the free live training. If you give me about 45 minutes or an hour, I'll teach you 3 things: how to book, take a deposit, and dispatch the work to other people. So book the customer, get their information, take a deposit. This is where you get paid. Money goes into your account. That's all I do. And then dispatch the work to somebody else. Let them do the work. We don't want to do the hard work. We just want to get the customer and get paid. And that's all I teach. And that's my middleman business. On pace to do 350 this year. And that's going to be fun. I'm going to let you know when I hit that number. But we're excited about that. Changed my life. Allows us to go into beautiful homes like this, get ideas of what we want to build. So not long from now, I'll be doing a video as they start construction on the house. I'm just telling you what I did. You can continue to do what you're doing. That's fine. But just telling you what I did. So if you want to learn how to start your own middleman business, there's a couple things you can do. You can go to the middleman.CEO.com, click on the VIP, order the course, order the training. The VIP includes everything: lifetime access, includes one-on-one coaching and mentoring with me, group coaching, private community, access to all the new courses, all the new information. As we go, we're going to learn different things and make it even more, give you more content. Right now the course is 8 hours, or you can get the masterclass course by itself. You're welcome to do that. It doesn't include the one-on-one mentorship. The VIP is the only one with that. So, but again, invest in yourself and change your life. So you're welcome to do that. It's up to you. If you guys want to join me in the live training and get some more information about it, you're welcome to do that. I'm limited on how many I can let in, but for those of you who are real go-getters, just go to middleman.CEO.com. Go ahead and let's get started. And I'll be ready to work with you. Let's roll. Let's rock and roll. Students are doing great. If you want to get into that live free training, that's fine. Just put the word middleman in the comments. But either way, I'll see you guys in the training. It's going to be a blessing. It's going to change your life. Have a wonderful, blessed day. And for those of you who are serious, I can't wait to work with you. But for those of you who are going to stay where you are, I don't know what to tell you. Struggle bus is full, but I guess they have seat for one more, and that's you.